we call it a tale of three mothers, right? So there's my mom at Fidelity, there was Brent's mom, who he as a partner in this wealth management firm couldn't actually provide service to her because she didn't have enough. Yeah, and so and then our third co-founder, Patrick, his mom was a mailman, and she delivered mail for her whole career. She had 350 grand or something like that saved, retired, went to Edward Jones, and they tried to sell her on an annuity. And fortunately, she called him, and he talked her out of it. But that was like that was the mother trifecta.
Yeah.
But in any event, so when Brent and I first met, and I sort of described what I saw was this macro problem, he said, "You have no idea." He said, "I have sat down and timed how much time it takes for me to do certain things and to service clients. Like, it just doesn't make any sense."
Yeah.
And he comes from the wealth management world, so he had no technology background.
Yep.
And so we had two other technical co-founders, and we basically the first 6 months literally just sat in a room and watched him work.
And just saw the problem after problem after problem.
Yeah. And so we had 25 beta clients that we brought in. We didn't charge them anything. And did financial planning for them, and he went through and basically did his whole process. And so we said, okay, well, this spreadsheet, here's where duplicate data entry is happening and that sort of thing. And so, we literally sat there with a stopwatch and timed the whole thing. And then from there, we were able to kind of build the theoretical financial model.
Yeah.
And then, figure out, okay, where's the sort of highest and best, so the next dollar investment for technology, what's the biggest thing that we can sort of knock out?
Yeah.
And so, I think to your point, you guys did it the right way too, which is that you have to start with a process and then you build the technology around it.
Yeah.
And I think one of the bigger problems in the wealth tech space right now is that you have a lot of companies that are selling sort of one-size-fits-all technology when you have advisors who have disparate processes all over the place.
Correct.
And then advisors wound up, and this is not to interrupt you, this was where my head ran into the wall. And when I left a big firm, I thought, I'll get to pick my technology, we'll have this amazing client process. And next thing you know, it was like, well, we need this technology to service these clients and some of this technology to service these clients. And then we got to get this other technology to connect the technologies. And next thing we knew, it was like, we have 15 different software things. And people were like, well, tell me about your software stack. And it's like, I hate that. The idea, I want to have a system that runs my business, right? And so I agree with you. I think there's lots of technology out there. In fact, Kitces has this map of technology providers. I call it this maze. And none of them probably fit any one client or any one advisor or firm perfectly. So then they get kind of amalgamated with other ones. And